Hi guys, today I'm going to briefly take you through my own language learning history, but since I'm a stereotypical American and I only have a high degree of proficiency in one language so far, I'm also going to talk a little bit about the students at the intensive English program here at UTSA, who I taught last semester and who I've been the tutor for since the beginning of last semester as well. I started learning Spanish in 4th grade and took Spanish classes in every subsequent year of school. I didn't learn much from these classes, the level wasn't very high, and we didn't have enough proficiency to do any communicative tasks. I also took 4 semesters of Spanish in college, and these classes were much higher quality. We practiced all 4 skills quite a bit, and also learned a good deal of grammar and vocabulary as well. While according to my undergraduate transcript I have intermediate proficiency in Spanish, I'd say my Spanish is actually pretty rough. This past summer, I went to do a CELTA certificate in Bangkok and picked up a bit of survival Thai. I also went back for winter break, and since I was on vacation and wasn't busy with any teacher training related activities, was able to focus more on learning new vocabulary items. I'm also trying to continue to learn while in school, but it's hard since there's less time and since there's a lack of opportunity to practice with other speakers. Given that it's a tonal language, I'm trying to learn the alphabet to help with my pronunciation, because transliterations in the Roman alphabet do not include the different tones and are thus quite ineffective. After I graduate in May, I'm moving to Thailand to teach EFL, and I plan on focusing a lot on learning the language in both naturalistic as well as formal settings. Ultimately, I hope to one day be a member of a speech community in a language other than English, and I think with enough practice and perseverance that this is an achievable goal. At the Tutoring Center for International Students here at UTSA, we receive not only students who are in the intensive English program, but we also have students who are visiting scholars, as well as international graduate students who are teaching assistants and need to work on their pronunciation so that they can conduct lectures effectively. Students speak a range of languages, including but not limited to Chinese, Japanese, South Korean, Russian, Thai, Arabic, languages from India, and many different varieties of Spanish. This semester we have 40 students, and I'd say around 15 different languages are represented. Although, as we learned so far in class, the distinction between a dialect and a language is vague at times. Some Chinese students, for example, come from cities that are very distant from one another, and have mentioned that the varieties they speak are quite different. Some students speak their native language with their fellow students, namely speakers of Spanish, Chinese, and Arabic, since these languages are well represented in the program. Others don't have anyone who speaks their native language in the IEP, but they can and often do seek out people to speak with when possible. For instance, one of my students last semester is from Kazakhstan and is a native speaker of Russian. He actually dropped by a Russian 101 class here at UTSA from time to time to speak with the teacher who is also a native speaker of Russian as well. I don't know exactly what the IEP does in terms of linguistic support in the student's L1, but I do know that regarding English, the students have 20 hours a week of class, the opportunity to have a conversation partner, weekly optional conversation club meetings, as well as free tutoring services. They are also encouraged to be active in clubs and organizations on campus, as using English outside of class, in my view, is perhaps just as important as what they learn in class, if attaining a high degree of fluency is the ultimate goal. Alright, that's all I got. Thanks a lot for watching.